working with Take One and working with National Board, you know, for people that want to become National Board, I think that it's obvious to really, you know, not only for me to show them, not only for me to know the standards are important, but actually to really help them break down and deconstruct those standards. But I think that you can influence every PD by really pinpointing, like if you have an objective to that particular standard, like if you have a learning objective or a learning goal and some outcomes you want, going back to those standards and looking, well, what might match up and what might be able to walk away from here. What might be, you know, what exactly, how does that learning goal objective fit with these standards that are already done? So I think that you might be able to really match those standards to some cognitive processing you want happening in that PD to help them wrap around whatever it is, whether it's Sadai or whether it's how to make a learning goal, or whether that's looking at community or, you know, CRE, whatever your PD is about, there is a standard that matches in. So really, not only rely on them for those teachers, but every teacher.
You're saying that this may influence your work on a micro lens, from a micro lens perspective, and a macro lens perspective.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that's, it does. It's just interesting to look at it that way, because it really helps you with that big picture, but then even thinking back on those standards, it gives specific examples of what that is and that can be related to that micro portion of the PD, like the actual, you know, the tasks or whatever you're asking them to do at that point. And it's interesting because even saying that micro and macro, the macro is really important, because if you look at those standards and what good teaching is, it's really facilitation and just having the students discuss and having the students talk and facilitating their thinking, and that's what PD should be. It's facilitating teachers thinking around a particular topic, not you standing up there and saying this is the right way, this is the wrong way. So yeah, that's pretty interesting to look at those two words, that macro, micro.